There really is nothing like a good thrift haul and a good thrifting day. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's thrift haul for my most recent thrifting trip. If you have seen that video, I filmed a whole vlog taking you thrifting along with me. I've been meaning to do that forever and I didn't know if I was gonna have a good thrifting day or not, but it turned out to be a fabulous thrifting day, and I love just taking you behind the scenes, showing you all the things that I kind of find while thrifting, my thought process, how I determine in a way what I want to get, what I want to put back, all the things. If you've been following my channel for any amount of time, or if you follow me on social media, you know that I absolutely love thrifting. I would probably say about 80% of my closet is thrifted, and then the rest I usually make. 5 to 10% I buy brand new. I just love thrifting. I've been thrifting ever since I was in high school, and I have just such an appreciation for it. One, because it's budget friendly. Two, because to me it is the most sustainable and ethical way to be a fashion consumer. And it also allows you to view and treat fashion from a sustainable and ethical way while still being able to be trendy if you are someone who wants to keep up with trends or try new styles. And so that's just one of the main reasons I love thrifting. Also, as a sewist, I literally thrift all of my fabric from sheets and curtains and tablecloths and all of the like. And so for me, I also save a ton of money thrifting my fabric for my projects. And so if you watch my sewing tutorials, you already know that literally I use sheets for everything. So with all of that being said, I'm so excited to show all of you everything that I found at the thrift store, because there are some really great things for spring and I can't wait to show it with all of you. A lot of these you have seen in the thrifting with me video, but you don't know which pieces I actually ended up taking home. And there are also some pieces back here from the second thrift store I went to, and that's the thrift store where I got all of my sheets, because they always have a killer sheet selection, and I didn't get to show everything that I actually found there, so we're gonna dive into it in this video. But first off, let's start with what I found at the first thrift store, which is a bigger Savers. I found a lot of really great sweaters, one kind of homeware type of thing, and then some fabric I needed to make my Met Gala mock-up, because we have got to start that project. So yeah, when this video comes out, I'll probably be working on my Met Gala dress. Anyways, one of the main reasons that I went thrifting when I did is because I went on a Thursday, and if you're anywhere that there's a Savers, you can join Savers and be a super Savers discount member. So I'm a part of that club, and honestly it's so worth it, because on Thursdays members get 25% off of their entire purchase. So that's a perk. Secondly, Savers will send you discount codes in your email for 30% off or 40% off of specific things on specific days. And usually those discount codes are predominantly 30% off on a Wednesday through a Saturday. So if you go on a Thursday where you already have 25% off, but then you also have a 30% off discount in your email, when you scan your coupon code, it will deduct an additional 5% from your purchase. So I still got 30% off of my clothing and any home, I think it was clothing and bedding and shoes that I had 30% off of. So it deducted that 30%, and then I still got 25% off of everything else that didn't fall into that category. So anyways, I always try to go thrifting on days that I have discount codes, because it makes me feel better about spending money, and then I also know that I will be able to get 1 or 2 extra pieces, because my discount will kind of allow me to buy more than I was planning. Anyways, enough talking, let's dive into this thrift haul. All right, let's start off with this cute set of dishes that I got. I am such a fan of thrifted china and dishes that I see at thrift stores, and the thing is that I never buy it. One, because I actually have a lot of different sets of china that I have inherited from people over the years, and it's currently in storage. And two, I just have no place, no cupboard, and no larger kitchen area to put additional like dishes and homeware things because we are living in a tiny house right now, and so like space is very limited. I know one day when we actually have like a house that I will definitely be thrifting way more homeware things. There are always so many homeware things that I see and I want to get, but I just don't because it doesn't make sense to get them right now. But I couldn't pass up these dishes because they were just so precious. So they were $6.99 for 6 of them, and they have like gold rimmed. Let's see, they're from Sweden. Love it. And I just could not get over the colors on these dishes. They were just so sweet. I just thought it was so pretty, like the green and the blue and the yellow. And then you just have all of these just like, I need to throw a tea party. Like, that's it. I can only imagine like what the full set looked like of all of these. It was probably so gorgeous. So 6 of those for $6.99, but I did get them at 25% off. Then this is kind of boring. It's literally just a kind of textured thick brown tablecloth, and I got this because I needed a thicker canvas-y-ish fabric to make my Met Gala mock-up before I actually cut into my actual fabric. So that's what this is for. So that's not super exciting, but that's that. All right, now let's talk about the clothes that I got. I am wearing one right now. You might recognize this from the thrifting video, and I am just obsessed with this pink. I've always loved pink as a color, but I really hardly own anything that's pink in my closet. And when I saw this with the stripes, and then it has like the cute thick chunky bottom, and then it's just like boxy, and it's also 100% cotton. I love it. It's just very bubblegummy, so cute. I think I've shared this on social media before in TikToks talking about thrifting, but one of my #1 rules when it comes to thrifting, especially when thrifting clothes and or sweaters, is that I do not allow myself to buy something where over half the fibers are synthetic fibers. So like if over half of the fibers are polyester, nylon, viscose, I don't allow myself to get it. If it has a small percentage of synthetic fibers, that's fine, but predominantly I am now only allowing myself to buy like 100% cotton sweaters, merino wool or cotton wool blends, or very small percentages of synthetic fiber with a wool blend. One of the main reasons for that is they're high quality, and I know that they'll last a while. 2, they're usually way warmer, especially living in Wisconsin. And 3, I really don't like wearing all those plastics on my skin, so I'm trying to adopt more natural fibers. So this is 100% cotton, and I love the quality of it. It's from Gap, so someone probably paid a good amount of money for this, and I think I got it for like $7 or $8. All right, next up is one of my other favorite sweaters that I got. This color is just so pretty. I've never been into this color until I've just seen more people wearing it recently, especially with leopard print. I saw someone style it with leopard print the other day, and I was like, that blue color with leopard is just stunning. So we have this rib knit, very soft sweater. This one is 100% merino wool, which I love, and it is so soft. And this is Banana Republic. I've realized recently when looking at tags thrifting, Banana Republic actually has the best quality of natural fiber sweaters, and Banana Republic predominantly is merino wool, and a lot of their sweaters are like merino wool blends. And so I think I got like potentially 2 Banana Republic sweaters. I know I tried on like 4 or 5 that were all wool blends, and the quality was just impeccable. So that's this one that I paid $12.49 for, but I did get this for 30% off because of my discount code. And $12 for 100% merino wool sweater is totally worth it because someone probably paid $70 or $80 for this. So there's that really pretty one. All right, next up, my other signature color that I get all the time is green. So we have this one. I was actually torn between 2 green sweaters, this one and the more textured green, and I had to put a poll up on my Instagram stories to ask my followers which one I should get, because sometimes I just need people to tell me like which direction to go so I don't like buy both of them. And they picked this one, which honestly was my favorite simply because it's so soft, and I really love this neckline. I thought it was so flattering. The brand is Parkhurst, which I've never heard of before, and I believe this one is a synthetic natural fiber blend. So it's 64% cotton and 36% rayon. I'm not the biggest fan of rayon, but it was 36%, so it was less than half, way less than half, and predominantly cotton. So that's this one, and this is just a really great like light summery sweater. Then we got a pair of socks. There's actually a really funny story behind this. If you remember from my thrifting clips, I found this blue and white pair of New Balance sneakers, and I was wearing Mary Jane ballet flats. I didn't have socks on, and I didn't even think to bring socks with me, but I was like, I'm not gonna try these sneakers on without socks. I think that's just a little weird in the thrift store. So I found these, and they were $1.99, so I did buy them, but I also used them to try on my shoes. But also they're actually a really cute, like, ribbed long sock, and I actually think that these are gonna be really cute with sneakers, so I'm actually really glad that I got them. And if you're wondering if I got the blue and white New Balance, sad to say that I didn't. I partially regret not getting them, but there is a legitimate reason for not getting them. So the backstory with the New Balance is that about a month ago, I found a very similar pair of blue and white New Balance at the thrift store. Super cute. If I find a picture on my phone, I'll pop it up here. I love them. They were too small, and I was like heartbroken. But they convinced me that, like, New Balance are actually a really cute pair of sneakers that I could pair with a lot of my skirts and dresses for kind of a Scandi look. I found the blue and white New Balance yesterday at the thrift store. They were a completely different kind of style, very similar color scheme as the originals that I found, different style, and they were like very chunky around the bottom. The original New Balance that I got, like in the center of your foot, they kind of come in narrow and then go out, and so they look way more flattering on your foot. The ones I tried on at the thrift store, just the overall shoe was kind of ugly, and so it really would be about like how I styled it, and I totally loved how it looked with my outfit. I knew that there would be pieces that I could style it with and it would look really cute, but I also know the type, I guess, of profile of New Balance sneaker that I really like and want, and so it didn't make sense to pay $11 and get those, even though that's a really good deal, when one, I probably wouldn't wear them as much as my other shoes that I have, and two, I don't actually like their profile, and I know that I have New Balance sneakers saved on my Poshmark account that are the profile that I want. So that's the backstory, and I've actually gotten much better recently when I'm thrifting of putting things back that don't fit exactly what I'm looking for, or I just cannot like bring myself to spend an extra like $11. And so that's part of thrifting, is like actually talking yourself out of buying everything in your cart. You can put everything that you want into it, but then as you try it on and then you think through, okay, is this a wise purchasing decision? Yes, it's at the thrift store. It's essentially free if you're going by girl math or whatever. But is it wise? And so I always try to go by that standard. So that's that on the sneakers, but I did find some fabulous blouses yesterday and I'm very happy about them. The first one is this really cute gray and white striped H&M top with this fun color. You all know that I love a good color. I have a sewing tutorial showing you how to make your own colored blouse, and I have made 2 different variations of those from that pattern and love it, and this is very similar to that. But I've been needing something that's a little bit more white and more of like a basic piece, and I love this. I think I could wear it under a ton of my different cardigans and it would look super cute. This is from H&M. No, this one actually isn't from H&M. It's a New Day, but I'm pretty sure there's an H&M version like this, and this was $5.29. So pretty cute there. And then I also have another colored blouse. I feel like this one is probably from the exact same person who donated that one, because this one is also a Target brand and it's Universal Threads & Co. And this one is an extra large, like chunky Scandi collar. It's also a little bit more of a cropped blouse, but here is this one. I love that the collar is kind of a little eyelet, and then the lace has some eyelet details, which I think is really cute. And then there's also kind of these like bubbly sleeves. So just a very pretty like classic-y prairie top, and I think this would look really cute with jeans. I also got this one because it's a cute color and it was only $5.29, but I also own this in red, and I got the red version on clearance at Target like 2 years ago, and I love that top. I wear it so much, and so it's nice to have a different color to kind of switch that out with. So this is super cute. and will go with a lot of cute things that I have, including my white Doan skirt that I recently made in my most recent sewing tutorial, and that would look really cute together. The last blouse that I got was something a little bit different than my typical, but I thought it would just be such a cute blouse for summertime, and it's this blue and white, not blue and white, just light blue cotton blouse with these fun little lacy details and little ruching puffs. I just love all of these tucks. It definitely has that kind of Edwardian antique feel, and it's also a really fun flowy fit, so this would look really cute underneath overalls or with a pair of jeans. So a great just 100% cotton summer blouse. This one is brand Ella Moon, which I've never heard of, and it's also an X large, but it literally fit like a medium. And it's also 100% cotton. That's one of the other things that I realized too while thrifting, is I used to only look through the pieces that were my size, but I branch out of my size because I do tend to like a lot of things that are a little bit more oversized when it comes to some blouses and some sweaters. So getting something that's like a medium or a large sometimes will actually fit exactly how I want it to fit, rather than just staying in my like typical size range. So always branch out and check out the other sizes. All right, the last thing I got was actually at the second thrift store that I went to for getting all of my sheets, but I was about to check out and I was looking on the rack with all of these dresses, and I saw this really cute little jumpsuit, and I was like, that would be perfect for summertime, perfect for working in the garden. I love overalls because they're easy to throw on, and I love easy breezy like jumpsuits because they're easy to throw on. And so it's this just like very loose jumpsuit. It is, I believe, a viscose linen blend. Not a huge fan of viscose because viscose is a synthetic fabric, but it did have linen blended into it, and so it's a little bit better. This one was 70% viscose, so it's more than half. But I love anything that's kind of linen-y, and I knew that this would be a really great summer piece. So that's the last item of clothing that I got. Now time for all the amazing sheets that I found, because they were so good. And the quilt, you're gonna die over the quilt. Alrighty, the main reason that I went to the second thrift store is because they never let me down on sheets. I get like literally all my thrifted sheets there, and I was looking for either a solid color sheet or something that would have been a print that really spoke to me for a new pattern test that I'm doing for a dress that's super cute, but it couldn't be like a really busy pattern. So that's why I was going more with like a solid color, but I found something really cool that I think will work if I have enough fabric, and that is this super interesting watercolory sheet. So it has like browns to khaki to like this orangey peach, and I just thought this was so interesting. Like, I don't have anything like this, and I would never think to buy a fabric like this, but I think this could just be super cool with the dress that I'm making because it's a very loose baggy dress, but it also has a lot of like fitted pleats at the top, and so I feel like this would just be really cool with it. So I got this. This was $3.99, and if I do the math on the yardage of this, I probably have 3.5-4 yards of this. You can't even buy cotton for $3.99 a yard. Okay, so that is why I buy thrifted sheets, because it allows me to sew all of the things that I want on a super tight knit penny pincher budget, because I'm literally only spending $4 to $8 on my fabric, and you can't even, like I said, spend that much on just a yard of high quality fabric, and sheets are high quality. All right, the other fabric that I did get for the same pattern test potentially is this green and white stripe, which is kind of crazy, and I don't know if it's going to be enough fabric or high quality all the way throughout, but I thought this would be a really fun color. I've been trying to get more greens recently because I just feel like green looks better on me, and my eyes have some green in them, so I thought this would be fun as well. And this one was also $3.99. And the perk of going to a second thrift store on the same day is that I also still got my 25% off at that second thrift store and was able to use my 30% off discount. So in total, I just got like 30% off of everything that I bought. So that was the perk of going to multiple savers on the same day, is getting to use your discount code multiple times. All right. I am always looking for white sheets for lots of different things. I've been trying to get more white sheets recently for like really classic pieces like my doe skirt that I made. I'm planning on making a couple different white blouses. I saw the sheet and I saw the end of it with this eyelet-y lace and I was like, stop, that is too pretty, and it's a cream color. So I'm thinking that I can make a second version of my doe skirt with this color because it's more of a cream. I'm actually wearing my white doe right now, and this is definitely creamier than that, and it will allow me to have the really pretty eyelet at the bottom. Or maybe we'll make like a different style of a white eyelet-y skirt, but that's why I got this, because I just thought it would be so perfect for a little white skirt. Or maybe we'll make like a dress or something, I don't know, but something really, really classic that fits into that very like antique-y style that we've been seeing recently for spring. All right, the second thing I got was another white sheet. So I've been doing a pattern test for Silver Saga Patterns Eleanor dress, and when this video comes out, her Eleanor dress pattern will probably be released. I also filmed a like behind the scenes vlog of pattern testing for that dress, so whenever that comes out, definitely check it out because it's going to be interesting, showing you like the behind the scenes of what it's like testing a pattern for a designer. And her original dress was in white, and I didn't have any white fabric, so I haven't made it in a white yet, but I really want to. And so I got this sheet. I really hope it's going to be enough because her original dress is 5 yards, unless you change the shape of the skirt and you can do it in less fabric. So we will see if we have enough in this fabric. A nice white cotton sheet that isn't like too stiff. It is still fairly like light. And this was $2.99. $2.99. You cannot buy this much white fabric for $2.99. It also has this really interesting ruffly detail too. So I gotta figure out how I can like utilize this in the pattern, because that would be fun. That would also be like ridiculously cute at the bottom of a skirt. So there is that white fabric. This fitted sheet was like my favorite score because it was linen fabric. I don't know what I'm going to make out of this, but this whole fitted sheet, it's a really like funky shape, so I've got to figure out how in the world how much fabric is here and like what shape it is. But it's this beautiful white linen, so that is another potential like beautiful linen dress or pants or skirt. But there's literally so much, and linen is a great natural fiber, and I just never find linen cheap, so this was like such a score to find. And I think I gotta find where the tag is, as this one was probably like $2.99, $3.99, $5.99. Okay, valid, $5.99 for linen, for like probably at least 3 yards or more of linen. So we love this. All right, and the last set of sheets that I got are kind of out there and crazy, but if you've been around my channel for any amount of time, you know that this is very me. If I saw something like this, definitely would buy it. They're kind of just like very prairie. And this is them. So it's different stripes and different like fun prairie prints and florals. Pink and green, which is so cute. And then also the bottom of the sheet is like a different direction, which is so fun. I found 2 of these that are the same. I actually am just now realizing that the bottom of the sheet is a different direction. That is gonna look so cute on like a dress or something. Oh my goodness. So yeah, gotta figure out what I'm going to turn these into, because they are hardcore prairie core, but they are just so cute and I couldn't pass them up. So I think both of these were, this one was $3.99 and for some reason this one was $4.99. I don't know why, but that's fine because I still had 30% off since they were bedding. Super fun print. So those are all the sheets I got. So I definitely found all the sheets I was looking for upcoming pattern test, potential new projects, and the white sheets that I've been looking for as well. So definitely so glad I hit up this second thrift store and found the white sheets that I was looking for. So yeah, that is everything that I got at the thrift store. But wait, there's more. Literally almost forgot to share about the quote that I found. Just no words. I can't get over this. And once again, I'm sharing about a quilt without having researched what the pattern is. Editing Madison just popping in to say, since filming this video, I have come to learn that this quilt pattern is called a bow tie quilt pattern, which is actually what I thought it was, and then people on TikTok confirmed it for me, so there is the quilting education that we needed. I know this is a popular pattern. I need to be well versed on my quilt patterns, but I can't get over this. Given the fabric in this quilt, I feel like it's definitely probably from the 40s. I don't know, maybe it is not quite that old. They just used older fabrics. But just, it's so pretty, like the white with all the different colors. And the edges are so cute. The back has this floral fabric. I paid, I think, $11 for this. $10.49. This is the second thrift store I went to. This is why I go there. I literally have gotten, I think, 3 or 4 quilts there now at this point, and it's just so good. Oh my goodness, cannot get over it. So anyways, here's this great quilt. As y'all know, I've been like thrifting and collecting quilts from thrift stores, specifically to make like quilted jackets and fun pieces. Have not made any of those yet because I literally cannot bring myself to like cut into quilts. Okay, I made a quilt jacket for my brother-in-law, but all of these other quilts I've been getting, I cannot bring myself to cut into because I like want the absolute perfect style and pattern of a jacket. I also really want to make a pair of like quilted pants, but I also can't bring myself to do that. So anyways, we shall see if this actually gets turned into a sewing project, because I personally really love this for an actual bed because it's just so beautiful and I love the color. So anyways, there's that last piece. As you can tell from watching the Come Thrifting With Me video, there is definitely so much more that I found and I chose not to get. And that's something that has definitely grown me a lot recently as a thrifter, is knowing that it's okay to put things back. That you don't have to get everything in your cart, and really get the things that you know you've been looking for or you need for upcoming projects, or are of high quality. You don't need to buy 8 sweaters at one time. You can just get 3 or 4. So that is everything that I got. I hope that you enjoyed this thrift haul and the thrifting with me portion of the video as well. Let me know in the comments what your favorite thing is that I thrifted. And if you've been thrifting recently, tell me like the best thing that you found while out thrifting recently, because I just love to hear everyone else's thrift finds and what they're looking forward to in finding. If you have a Savers near you, let me know if you have a Savers, and if you do, make sure that you are a member so that you get those discounts and go shopping on Thursdays, because that's literally the best day to go shopping and utilize your 25% off. So thank you so much for watching this video. I cannot wait to continue sharing videos throughout the rest of this year and figuring out what I'm going to turn all of these different sheets into, and continuing to share all of those projects here on YouTube and on TikTok. Make sure you're following me on all my different social platforms, because TikTok, I share a lot of different sewing projects that I'm actually not sharing on YouTube. And then Instagram is a lot more of my kind of thrifting content, behind the scenes sewing, and then a lot of my fashion and outfit content. So make sure you're following me on different platforms, because there's such a different variety of content to see from me, and I would love to connect with you on those platforms as well. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and if you liked what you saw in today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.